time we get the ball, we score.
It's game time!
It's time, baby. Hoodblitz. Where the cleats meet the streets. Right here with DJ Scream and Phillip Dukes. Touchdown! Hoodblitz.
For a mo. DJ Scream.
What's up, everybody? It's time for another edition of the Hoodblitz. DJ Scream is here. Phillip Dukes is here. Big shouts out to the producer. JD3 is back from his wonderful Cleveland vacation, where he decided not only to go to a Browns game, but a Cavs game too.
Ballin'.
Hope you enjoy that, man. Well, we're back. Week 8 football has kicked off already. We're going to talk about what happened Thursday in a little bit. But first, man, I mean, obviously, the biggest news for us, at least. I don't even remember his name. What's the Texans guy name? The ass?
Filthy McStupid.
What's his name?
Bob McNair.
Bob McNair. Now, everybody's seen me on Twitter giving Bob McNair very, very harsh emojis, middle fingers and guns and all types of other emojis. Yeah. And I don't even want to repeat the quote, but basically in the interview he said, we can't have the inmates running the prison.
Yeah.
All right. So you can kind of just use your own intelligence and put that quote together and take it as you may.
You don't have the slaves run the plantation.
Right. And DeAndre Hopkins was a no-show to practice. As was Dante Foreman.
Yeah.
A lot of the other players were considering not showing up to practice. Bill O'Brien, I guess, kind of pacified everyone and kept them calm enough to get on the plane and go to Seattle. They said when they get to Seattle, they're going to talk about it long and hard. Everybody's going to talk about it.
Really, some of the quotes I saw coming out of there is like, it's bigger than that comment. It's as far as the players having to play, because a lot of them don't want to play.
Right.
But some of them are saying we got to think about other people.
Yeah, well, the city of Houston and what they've been through and the positive energy that J.J. Watt gave them, and then the injuries of J.J. Watt and others on the team. I mean, Houston's kind of on a roll, and they have a lot of upside this year, so should you let – and the person that you wouldn't think would mess it all up would be the owner.
Right. Yeah, right.
I can see a coach,
but you can only hide that shit for so long. Like, it's going to come out. Like,
right.
You can only hide it for so long. And it's not even that he didn't come out and say it, but it's just even having the mentality to say. Because the quote is like the phrase or the idiom or however you want to say it is really you don't let the inmates run the asylum. For him to change it to prison is kind of like, that's how I view these guys. So, of course he's a big, rich motherfucker, and that's how he feels, but that's just a microcosm of America. Like, I know for a fact, the powers that be don't care about the moneymakers. Right. They don't. Like, and when I say the moneymakers, they're more so the money collectors. Like, you go out, we exploit your talent, we're going to give you a portion of it, but I'm going to be the one who makes all the money, and you can't do it without me.
Right.
And basically that's how he feels about us. So fuck him and double fuck him and triple fuck him. Like I really don't even want to spend too much energy on that because we're gonna see it, we're gonna hear it, and it is what it is, man. Like it's just a horrible thing to say. And it's just a reminder of why these guys have been kneeling in the first place.
Yeah, and then it seems like there have been some meetings and conversations about them trying to come to a medium on kneeling versus not kneeling, how the NFL can, bring light to social injustice and so forth. And it's been trending positive. I've even seen some of the people who were protesting the NFL saying, look, because of the efforts of the NFL, because they're talking about it and trying to figure it all out, even though Cap doesn't have a job, that we're not protesting anymore. I've actually seen that from some of my homies that are deep into the NFL that started protesting. Mm-hmm. But now you just kind of set it all back. Because I ain't going to lie, like this might not have happened today. For a minute, I was like, yo, this is just ridiculous.
Right, yeah.
This is just kind of just crazy. It's like, okay, like we're suspending people, fining people for stuff that some of the stuff doesn't even matter. You get suspended and fined for. But what kind of, and especially with the Jamel Hill situation with ESPN, it's like, okay, it's almost censorship, right?
Right.
So you can't say what the hell you want to say and you're going to be spanked for it.
Right.
What about the owners?
Yeah. I mean, he with the check makes the rules.
True.
Basically, so it's just like, it's just like in the street, like the nigga with the money makes the call.
Yep.
Until enough people around him get tired enough to take down that person.
True.
So
we saw that with the Clippers in the NBA.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to. It's gonna take for somebody else to take a stand. But you want to know what the real problem is? All of them are like him.
Yeah.
The majority of them
Except
are like
my
him.
dog Khan for the Jaguars. That's my dog.
Well, I'll say maybe you take 10% away.
Right.
Or 10% of the owners in the NFL, but the rest of them, I mean, you look at a Jim Irsay, you look at all the rest of these guys. Jerry Jones. I mean, come on, bro. Like, yeah, of course, like, you know, when the camera on you, yeah, I love them, yeah.
Right.
Give me some more of them black guys. Woo!
Right.
Run so goddamn fast. Woo-hoo!
But you better not be kneeling.
Oh, that motherfucker kneeling. Won't play on my team again, motherfucker. I mean, yeah, that's all. Yeah, man. Shout out to Jed Clampett. I mean, what's his name? Bob McNair. Yeah.
They're the Hoodblitz, man. We love everybody, man. We love all humans, man. We just want everything to be fair. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's move on to some news. The Jazz defense has been it's not even a word for it this year. Like remarkable.
Yeah,
right.
Man.
They have them as contenders.
Right.
And to add to their defense, and I understand like the Bills are like the charity team. They just sent Marcel Darius to the Jags.
Here, have a Pro Bowler. Here.
What's next, Tyrod?
Yeah, I mean, what are they doing? Like, it's cool to me though. I mean, I guess I haven't paid a whole lot of attention to the situation with the Bills. I guess because, you know, they've been letting starters go, their high-paid starters go all year.
And still have not done bad.
Nah, man, they believe in the scheme up there, and I think what they're trying to do is build a team for the longevity. Same thing the Jets did. Maybe a little bit of addition by subtraction.
Yeah.
So you see the Jets when they let go of my guy Sheldon Richardson.
I don't know if there's and y'all can fill me in. I was taking a glance at their depth chart last night. I don't know if there's a hole in their defense now.
It's not, but just imagine how much nastier that defensive line rotation becomes when you can spell a Calais Campbell with a Marcel Darius,
right? And
then in your run fits, you can put those guys next to each other,
right?
Good gracious, yeah, man, they got some down there, man. And I, you know, like I felt this way at the beginning of the season. I was really excited about their defense. I was concerned about their offense, but I did feel like they were going to do some type 3 yards in a cloud of dust or 3 downs in a cloud of dust. Excuse me. Just run the ball till they can't no more, but I didn't think they would do it to this extent. Yeah. Man, they riding the hell out of Fournette and saying, we're going to play D, beat us.
Yeah, I think we'll see. The next few weeks is very big, but Jaguars, they're trying to go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so Thursday Night Football started off Week 8 in the game that I pretty much refused to watch. I did. I was just like, I have other stuff I could be doing, and I love football. So you got the Ravens and the Dolphins.
Right.
I did end up watching the latter of it and seeing that Alex Collins looked pretty damn good in there.
Right.
Shout! We got to skip the fantasy. Shouts to the genius that puts the Ravens on the bench to start the Cleveland Browns. I don't know who that was. I don't know who that was.
Man,
I don't think he's here.
Okay.
Here?
Okay, dig this. Let me tell you. So,
he's on this planet.
Yeah.
Okay,
so,
document this joke.
Yeah.
All right.
A bit of fantasy advice to anybody that's listening. If you play daily for the check and you also have a league that you're in for the longevity, the longer check, do not confuse emotions between your teams. That will cause you to do stupid shit like I just did, like sit the Ravens on the bench and they go off of 40 fucking points that will just go into clear airspace and never be recorded. So,
well, if it comes down to bench points and you tie, you'll be good now, bro.
Right. But the crazy part is about it, do not confuse emotions. So one thing I did was I said, you know what? I got a good value on Jarvis Landry and my somebody. Oh, Jay Ajayi. And if Jay Ajayi goes off and I also got Jarvis Landry, then I got the Ravens defense, then maybe I should just put the Ravens defense on the bench because I really need them to go off in daily and it's going to bring a bad energy. No, you fool. You dumbass. You ignorant mother. Yes. Boy, I'm so mad at myself, and I'm sorry. I deserve all of it.
Are you more mad about that or the fact that Jarvis Landry kind of pooped on you?
I'm not even tripping on Jarvis Landry. What I'm tripping on is the fact that I wouldn't even need Jarvis. I could have had an open wide receiver slot if I would have played the Ravens.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I apologize to my Ravens because you guys have really been doing a great job for me in fantasy. I hope that I can pull out the win this weekend. Tank, I know you're probably listening, man. You know, hey, you got one right there. So hey man, hopefully I still get to beat you. But yeah, man, it wouldn't have been a contest if I'd have played down Ravens defense. I know that.
Well, anyway, Miami got blown out. Everybody was talking Matt Moore this, Matt Moore that. Hey, let me tell you guys, like the Miami thing, like I've been telling you, is not real. It's not real. It's just not.
Yeah, man. I got caught up in that hype train too, man. Don't watch ESPN if you want to be good at fantasy sports.
Right.
Hype B. Shout out to my guy B.
Tomorrow morning, kicking off, and of course we got to do our picks too. Tomorrow morning we're kicking off Week 8 officially in London with the Minnesota Vikings at the Cleveland Browns. Now, it might be another game that I might just catch up on rest for. I might not. I've been waking up to watch these horrible NFL games on Sunday morning, and by 8, I just kind of be a little burnt out, so I might not watch it. But what happens in this game? Deshaun Kaiser gave us the big, great speech again. He's going to be better this week. He understands where he's messing up. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. Case Keenum, how long does it last? He's been managing this team, holding them down, making it happen enough for them to be a good team. The running game has still sustained, by the way, too, with Dalvin Cook out. Like they almost haven't lost a step, having Latavius Murray and Jared McKinnon. Good depth there. But what happens in this game? I'm going to actually let you choose this one first. I mean, I know what you're going to say because this is what you always say when the Browns are part of the pick. But what happens in London?
I don't know, man. I'll be asleep.
Right.
I'm watching this shit. Nah, but seriously, man, home team Joe, man, they got to win one. Go to the Browns. They'll win one eventually.
Not tomorrow. So you're saying tomorrow?
Yeah. Weird stuff happens in London, bro. The Ravens gave up 44 points in London to the Jags, bro. Like, nah. Yeah,
right.
man.
I just want my record to be good this week, so I'm going to take the Vikings.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good shot. That's my upset pick of the week, man.
All right, cool. So good luck to those guys in the morning, and hopefully we'll see something when we wake up.
We'll watch the highlights.
Right, exactly. Falcons at the Jets. The Atlanta Falcons at the Jets. Now, the Falcons are clearly just disappointing their fans, disappointing the city, just disappointing.
Yeah, man.
They've lost to everybody in the AFC. Was it North? Yes.
East.
This is bad. And they started a hashtag which was trending, Fire Sark.
Fire Sark, man. And the thing is, so a lot of people are referencing the Ravens when they made their Super Bowl run a few years ago that they fired Cam Cameron in the middle of the season and brought in Jim Caldwell.
Yeah.
We don't have a Jim Caldwell sitting on coaching quarterbacks.
Right.
Like, we don't have anybody that can step into that role.
Put the play calling maybe in the head coach's hands?
No way in the
No?
fuck would you put the play calling in Dan Quinn's hands.
Okay.
So maybe the defensive – he's already basically calling defensive plays now.
Right.
And the defense has looked better. Shout out to Marquand Manuel. They're having trouble getting off the field on third down. But they overall, like, with that type of offense, if you hold teams to 23 points, you should win.
Yeah.
Like, you should win. So in this game, I think Dan Quinn has made his point clear that we're not running any more jet sweeps to Taylor Gabriel on 4th and 1 to win the game. Like, we're not doing that anymore. So you got to get a ball to your playmakers. Like, how does Devontae Freeman not get 20 carries or at least 20 touches? And you pay him all this money, and you go back and forth with him all year long. Like, they aren't playing to their strengths, and I think that Sarkisian is too busy trying to appease Matt Ryan, and I think he's also trying to step into the shoes and of a Kyle Shanahan. Fuck him, and I just think that where we are right now.
That's his last name?
Yeah.
I think it should be his middle
It's
name.
hyphenated.
It should be middle name.
Okay, Kyle. Fuck him, Shanahan.
There you
Okay,
go. Right.
Yeah, Kyle F.
Right.
Keezy F. Shanahan. All right, so, but I think what they got, I think this week Dan Quinn was really ticked off when I heard his press conference that he called it a bad play call. So I think they are going to be a lot smarter. I think they're going to use their strengths this weekend. I think we'll see a lot more in the backfield, similar to the game plan that we saw against Denver last year when you have that type of pass rush like the Jets do, who were just gifted Coney Ealy this year by the Patriots. So they have a pretty fierce pass rush. So I think what we'll see is a lot of touches by the running backs, and I think the Falcons will pull out a close one.
And I want that to happen too. High over unders 45.